In this video, we are going to go over all of the important features of the CloseCRM software, so that by the end of this video, you are going to know how to run your business with Close. To begin with, we are going to get ourselves a free Close account. Now, if you want to support my channel for completely free, I will leave you my referral link down below. But either way, no hard worries if you don't, just head over to close.com and then click on start your 14-day free trial. Then you can either just sign up with Google, or you can also just sign up using your mail. I will just sign up with Google, as this is going to be a little bit quicker, and then I'm going to choose one of my Google accounts to actually continue the sign up process. Now, basically, you will then have to once again click on connect to Google. I don't know why they're doing this like that, but either way, just click on sign in, then click on allow. And then we can actually get started by putting in our phone number. Now this isn't my actual phone number, so don't try to call this. And then as for the company name, I'm just going to put in Krause Media. And as for the industry, as you can see, they do have some industry in place, such as software as a service, so basically SaaS, marketing agency, business consulting, and so on. However, I will just select other, and then I'm going to set the industry as media production, as this is going to be basically is going to suit my company the best. Now, what best describes your role? I will just select executive/owner, and then how many salesperson do you have? I will just up this to 3. And where are your leads today? This is going to be the final question, I promise you. Then you can just have, then you can basically just put in where your leads are currently located. Or in my case, I'm just going to select I don't have any leads yet. Then click on next, and now you will basically have to configure your Close inbox, which is going to take a couple of seconds, and will basically load up. Now, by the way, if you have any questions along the way, as always, you can leave them in the comments down below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. And if you find this video helpful at some point, make sure to like and subscribe. Then, depending on your Google account, Close is going to find some potential leads. However, I will actually just skip this, and I will not actually select any of the potential leads that Close has provided. And then we are on the Close dashboard, which is going to be a little bit overwhelming to get started with, but no worries, I'm trying to explain everything the most simple way. So to get started, on the left, we do have our different kind of sections of our Close account. So let's, for example, head over to the inbox. Right here, we can then see all of our tasks that we will have to do. And this is basically going to synchronize all across Close. So as you can see, we first of all do have an all items section, then an email section, calls, SMS, as well as tasks. Then on the left, we also do have a subdivision of this inbox with done and future. So for example, if we are going to go to the inbox right here, and if we're going to tick this and set this at done, this is going to be located at the done folder right now. As for opportunities, we're going to get into that in just a minute, but basically right here you can just see all of your different opportunities. Now this is going to work similar to all other CRM softwares out there, in the sense that you can just drag this around depending on what kind of state your leads or opportunity currently is in, and depending on what you put in right here, all of your reports, workflows, and so on are going to be updated. Now, by default, they've actually set up as a default sales pipeline. However, you can actually also manage your pipeline right here, and you can edit everything to your likings by just using these settings right here. But either way, let's head over to the lead section, and right here by default we are going to see some of our leads. Now as you can see, they do have some default leads in place, like Bruce Wayne from Wayne Enterprises, but to actually add a new lead onto this section, you will have to click on plus on the top right, and then you will have to first of all put in your company name as well as contact name. Now if you do have leads on a spreadsheet, for example, then you can just import your leads using this feature right here. However, I will just put in Marcus, company, and Marcus as a name basically. Now obviously I'm just making things up, and then on the left we can set all of our settings for our lead or also opportunity later on. So let's for example say that okay, this Marcus company is actually an opportunity that could make us money later on. So to do that, just click on new opportunity right here, and then we will first of all have to set the status. So let's just say that as for this, the demo is already completed, and then we can set the estimated close date. So I will just set this to in 1 week. We can also set the confidence of basically how big is the percentage that this deal is actually going to be closed. Let's say for this is going to be 90%, as we are fairly confident, and then we can also set the value. Let's just say that this deal is worth $5,000, and then we can either just set this to one time, monthly, or annual. And depending on that, all of your settings and all of your statistics are going to be updated all across Close. Alright, perfect. We can now then also, for example, add notes. So let's, for example, say Marcus is interested in lead generation as well as, and then we can, for example, put in another feature right here, So basically this is pretty self-explanatory. You can actually also directly add your personal phone number to then send or receive SMS within Close, which is also pretty nice in my opinion. And you can actually also call within Close. So right here you can also set this to a qualification call, and then you can basically set the contact rule, decision maker, industry. So basically you can just go through the process if this lead is actually a good fit for you. Now I don't want to bore you with this. I think this is actually fairly understandable by now. However, if we're now actually going to go back to opportunities, we can see that basically if we're going to put our Marcus lead as our opportunity, we didn't actually save this, so I'm sorry. Let's just once again put this at 90%, value to I think $5,000, and let's now save this. And now it is actually going to show up in the opportunities pipeline right here, and we can now once again drag this around. Now, if we would now want to basically say that, okay, this is going to be a one opportunity, so basically Marcus is going to be a customer, then we can set this right here. And now if we have done that, and if we are going to go to our reports on the left, we can see a whole overview of all of our leads basically, and all of our contacts, opportunities, and so on. And we can see that right now, we do have $5,000 in opportunities as basically a value one. We can also see all of the other settings and all of the other statistics of our website right here. You can also see activity comparison, opportunity funnels, status exchanges, and so on. Now, if you actually want to insert contacts, you can also do that right here. Once again, you can just import them, or you can just add them manually, and you can then use these contacts, for example, and you can then use these contacts to basically build up opportunities or leads, and so on. As for workflows right here, I think this is actually super powerful, and I really like this. You can actually set up complete workflows within Close. So let's just click on new workflow right here. Then we will have to set a name. I will just name this test, and we would obviously have to first of all set a trigger. We can add an automated trigger right here. So for example, say that if the lead is for example current status is in potential, then this trigger is going to be applicable, and then a workflow is going to be triggered, and then we can actually do all sorts of different actions depending on what we want. So basically we can either send out and schedule an email automatically, we can call and assign a call to someone and notify them that they should actually call this potential lead, potential customers. Same goes for SMS. You can schedule and automatically send an SMS, and then you can assign users as well as a task to actually basically automate the whole process. So let's for example say that we want to add an email. Then we can first of all add a delay. So obviously we wouldn't want to instantly send them an email, maybe after 3 days, and then we can actually create our own new email template right here. Now, one thing which I have to say is that the Close email template isn't that advanced yet, but it is going to get the job done basically. However, if you are used to other email providers like Bravo or ActiveCampaign, obviously this is going to be quite a downgrade. But either way, I think this is going to work fine for most cases. So right here, just put in your template name as well as your subject, and you can actually also do some subject customization right here. So you can, for example, say, hey, user first name, and then this is going to say, hey Marcus, for example. Now I'm not just going to go through the process of creating an email, as this is going to be pretty self-explanatory. Now, as for the integrations, Close is basically going to allow you to integrate with quite a lot of great tools in my opinion, like HubSpot, Zoom, Zapier, Segment, as well as Calendly. And as you can see, they also have tons of other integration apps. So if you plan on integrating with a tool, I would actually recommend you to go over this page right here to actually see if your tool is going to be available. Now, either way, if you want to know a full comparison of all big CRM tools out there, you can watch my video right here, or you can also watch my other video about HubSpot CRM right here. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe.